Yo, should I, hello everyone. Anywho, y'all kidding. And Pi, thank goodness for the mana book. Yeah, the Horn Demons. That's what Paul's been using at Thor in France, been using the mana book. And that was a gift only for Pi, but them theft in the mountains about real. And real reject. Pi is from southern Perm. Yep, the kingdom. 360,000 years old to 2026 year today. Real, yeah, Pi's the last King Cobra. Indonesia took off. Yeah, he is one of the rival kingdoms up there in outer space. Real, yeah, real, yeah, real. The Chinese immortals and demons are actually from his kingdom. Yeah, and them appeared on Earth to check. The timeline looks good, but yeah, that's true. I don't care, bitch. I match 5-sided star. One god that Pi fear is that had a character. Duh. That motherfucker is 8 trillion times faster than Pi at 4-sided star Pi is real, yep. 6th generation real is real. And woman, it was not fun. Yonipo, a history, huh? 7,000 plus years ago to 2026 year to real, yep. The southern Burmese King Cobras came back down because northern Burmese King Cobra, yep, bloodline ended. And they were in trouble with the Goetic demons and several other human god immortals and immortals and women. Lots of headache. But they are extraterrestrial Pies and extraterrestrials leaving to the planet afterwards. Real, yeah, real. We do not want to, Pies. Sure, yes. And right afterwards, Pie, the fight scene with you and 2 secret chief members, them are vaporized, Pie, and you won, Pie. You're near 13 trillion miles per hour. After the surgery inside of the UFO Pi, near 700 trillion. After DNA and the Pi, 4 years in the saucer, and you beam, yes, you match. 9 hours, you're near level 8 Pi, yeah, that's true. If you put that supercharger on Pi, you can beat Epic and Easier, go right ahead, Pi, duh. Yes, we probably do, yep. But it takes about 13 years, turn on, fly in the sky, match his dex, Pi, duh. New gain, new horsepower. The garbage didn't believe you, Pi. Died right there when the Chinese tigers appeared and laughed and said, oh, you want to fight Pi? Then don't go up there. Yeah, Pi is a legit 4-headed King Cobra, bred into the 3 heads and leaving, yeah, the planet back to the 3-head kingdom, Brielle, yeah. And woman, Pi is like the last, yeah, real one, that's true. 7,000 years ago to 2025, 26 years today, Brielle, yeah, real. Pi was kicked out after a long war with Native Americans in Brazil, Aztec gods. Pi's grandpa decided, and then right there, Indonesia, your grandpa went up there to stay there for a few years too. Came back down, went to Malaysia. Side of heaven came back down, went to southern Burma, and right there begins Pi's bloodline. Rael, him passed away fair. And woman, you cannot beat Pi. You cannot beat Pi. The dumbass that kept fucking with you, Pi, went missing 48 minutes later when the fucking little bitch told him the truth. He says, you think you can beat Pi, woman? Pi defeated your civilization. Pi even knows that Pi ended America. Yep, fair. Yep. I don't tell you why, because all human gods are programmed to do so. Yeah, good. Ito miya yaw na Pi. Lana ko dai tobe taite. He says, why did your fucking people even love us? No, you animals. Yeah, why would we love you? Yeah, y'all could. Me used up like any intelligent human god. Extraterrestrial real. And in 58 Pi, the police documented 2 idiots that went against him. And right there by awakening near 43 at 43 out. I don't tell you why, Pi 36, 37, not failures, but you didn't get the microchip, you didn't get the metal chip yet. Right there, 43 successful, and then 8 hours of mortals fleeing, and then right there, and it's like this woman, the horn grandpas, that run the mana book. You see the Spanish little female ghoul flicking people off from the backseat of a car, in Spain. Her is the one that can report that mana book, the octopus mana book. Right there, they knew it. That's the one Pi went for too. Yeah, that's true. Yep, those are real female ghouls from ancient past. That female Pi you gain. And then you also went for that book that the ram demons threw out in the ocean. Yep, you went to go get it because that is needed. And then that other book, yo, cause the book that you went for is that viper with that green tongue, yo, and the sides on the body, green spheres. And Paisen, right when you went for him wrote you that old book. That mono book works too. And we need to tell you, Pi, after you're done, there's a horn demon that spoke out of you. His family wrote that mono book in France. They both are coming down to shout, yep, Thor will be without mana. That's true. Yep, without sticks in the future. That Thor magician is only a fancy black magician. And Paisa, 48 hours later, 2 faggots committed suicide when they cast the moon spells, and it's not working because the horn grandpas, spoke through Pi, and they are arriving right there, 28, I mean, real, right there in France, and the other group is arriving in Minnesota, real, extraterrestrials, flying saucers, real, dumb shit, can't fucking with you, passed away right there in London. His own mage said, what is he doing? Yeah, our rights and privileges, we do not have any control over Pi, that is norm. What is he doing? Do you wish for Pi's extraterrestrials to end you? Because that will occur, that occurs. If he dare. And right now, Pi, you won. The fucking secret chief passed away on the internet, apologized to and pointed out the nutcase in Russia ends to Astro. That is end by the European horn grandparents. And then it's all a show, if that hound goddess representing Britain shows up, Pi, that's when we imply pretend do a show act with. And then right there after the show, when her leaves, Pi, back to normal, that's true. Because technically it bounces back to her ownership of the blue planet. Real. Her head is a black hound dog. Real. 228 Pi, police officers wrote, you, Pi, the smartest known Cobra immortal. There's 2 fucking fakes hiding in Florida that were violently ended by the European grandparents. The demon, the figurehead parents came down and said the same thing, because we cannot keep you. You was against Pais, and we didn't invest in you. We only invested in Pi Real. Another horn group came coming down, and right there, Pi, their grandpa wrote the mono book, the horns. You see the skull and the horns. Those ones, Pi, up. They're coming back down from France. In 2083, Pi, handed you. Don't tell the little lambs. They're gonna gut them. Got them. Go right ahead. Fucking but evil space Pis. Fuck Bjorn, fuck Bjorn, that fucking lion head piece of shit. Pulling that bread into several Pi's people. And right there, you see, and then Pi kept her, Pi kept the spirit, Pi kept the spirit. Well, man, those are real, those are real, And then Pi has DNA from Bella too. Pi uses that on Finland people. And right there, Pi, your pigeon told that Bella DNA saved your butt, Pi. And then right there, in the donation of viewer, right there from the Ukraine, you was smart, Pi, you was smart. 4 fucking hours, Pi, when you're back in Finland donation, don't tell the fucking garbage, we deleted him when we out of the saucer, real. The gold rakes, the vein rakes are coming down to Earth, about 53. The seals should be unlocking from the ozone, the atmosphere. That's when they can safely come out of the saucer and not melt. Right now, they're near Perma. Nadine's group of spirits are there. Are still there in the saucer. And right there, Pi, those are your other spirit ancestry. They're still there playing in Thailand. Right after the fight scene, Pi, the biggest fight scene, we have a fraud from Cantonese and a few frauds from China fighting Pi. Pi deleted them. Real. Men with sorcery versing each other, Pi. You fast, and like the Taiwanese died there. The chink you give chased 14 days. You chased them all the way near Vietnam, Pi. Him into the A+, Pi. Him isn't anything at y'all. Pi made fun of you fucking faggot. Y'all. Pi is waiting to see what kind of a monster kept fucking with Pi. And then what we don't tell you, Chinese is 84,000 years old to 2,027 years. About 83,700. Right around there. That's precisely how China began. Taiwanese, 9,000 plus years old. Real. Japan, you're a fucking failure. That's true. 14 hours later, talk again. And women, Lady Mercy's been dead. Peach Head is an 80s extraterrestrial. They're all hiding where? Right there, Indonesia, space station country up there in Black Israel. Their kingdom and Pi's kingdom are rivals, yep, appearing on Earth, and then yep, human agreements. And then the dumb shit didn't believe you, Pi. 228, Indonesia flicked them off and said, real, yep, we'll got them, yeah, do that, yep, that's true, them are expendable. And the experiment was to steal from white people, and, well, to steal from white technologies of God. And Pi succeeded. But they trapped Pi's DNA on it for about 14,000 years, Pi. Fair enough, yeah, you've been mudded up, that's true. And then later on, it was viewers laughing his fucking head off. That little female ghoul Pi, the forehead similar, the rabbit foot, yeah, that's viewer, yeah, that's viewer's little daughters. And Pi, you won, yeah, you won, Pi. Those are the lion heads that bred into Pi's people. From the Ukraine, and dumb shit, Pi's a Ukraine horn demon to the real, yeah, real. He is also, yeah, I've been told if he appears, Pi, best seen, Pi, it's real swift ass swift, Pi, yeah. Because modern Pi out there. And it, right there, Pi, they didn't tell you if it was that other thing, if it's Middle East or Hound Dog, let me know, Pi have. Then we go ancient, yeah, ancient method on them, because those are pure evil, Pi have. I have no idea. And Pi, so you know what happened? After negotiations, agreements be popped out, everything looks safe. And then the Horn grandparents are informed, and right there, Pi, when they came back down, them are pissed, Pi, yeah, y'all could. Because right there, Pi, your branch is older, and when they boot, Pi, they boot, the oldest is 16, 17, 14,000, and 14,000 years old. That grandpa's coming down, and then he's going to call the lamb, well, one of the big horn grandmothers. Those are coming back down. Those like 9,000, yeah, 9,000, 12,000, yeah, 12,000 years old. Those are coming back down, and the 2 more months of those, her shredded everything that Bale and them made. Those are the original, yep, European DNA that Bale robbed. And right there, Pi, was 14 hours of Grandpa telling you, if her's coming down, Pi, hush, Pi. There's going to be a fight between those viewers, yep, that is Norm, yeah, that's Norm. Because those are new symbol viewers that are not supposed to be tampering with human DNA. And Pi, you passed by Astro. Garbage passed away 8 days later in fucking Finland. Didn't see the same horn grandpa was summoned down, and the normal Astro, yeah. And he told the stupid bitch, when we came down that method, those devices and those norms. But when we come down with Pi's rights and norms, we simply tell you what is real now, Astro. The garbage that didn't see, as soon as Hound Goddess leaves, Pi, it's all normal again, be careful, Pi. Best fight scene, they spotted Pi gutting Middle Eastern demons, yeah, real, yes, that's true. And Pi, best scene in the Middle East, the woman gave up, and then her told you the truth. Her's a clone, and then the grandparents flicked her off, yeah, normal. Of course, Pi delete her, Astro. Woman, you have no more root, yeah, y'all good. And then later on, Pi, when you remote view, what they were building from is another mana book, yeah. It's a bat demon, yeah, it's a bat demon, yeah. They're able to pull the left arm out, the right arm out of the bat demon, and those are older generations of bat demons, Pi. You won. That's what they're after, yeah. And then Pi laughed and said, don't need it, yeah, don't need it. Pi said 228, 2 police officers went to notify the authorities that there's several mana books from European demons, yeah, grandparents. Those are your real extraterrestrials. Pi simply get accepted into one of the branch, and right there, Pi, you gain but 20 hours to be talking to the old branch appearing in France. And then you know immediately what the fuck Grandpa was trying to tell you about. The garbage are those Ukraine types. Be careful, Pi, yeah, that's true. You know, those lion head viewers, and oh my god, Belith, that thing, if yeah, Pi has the gun into him right there, Pi. 2 hours of you fighting that fucking awful Bellum. That Bellum thing has cat-like ears, skin is all black, and then the nose like a elephant. Real, yeah, that is Bellum. Hands, and then the forefingers, and then right there, the legs, yeah, the tail is like a worm, you have this dark skin worm. Real. That piece of shit is Bellum. And right there, Pi, 20 hours of the fucking shit didn't realize those were on the internet. Those fuckers are breeding and people fucking scream, Pi, yeah, y'all could everybody's going to do shit. You people escaped the goading demons, Pi. The dumbass didn't see from horn grandparents. When we come down, Pi, most likely Grandpa and me will end it. Yeah, it's a new type of demon. There's no place for you. Yeah, there's no place for you in our kingdom. Yeah, that's true. We will definitely be deleting those extraterrestrials. I'm right there, you one Pi. Yeah, you one Pi. He thinks he's so smart. 48 hours later, they went to near 14 of them dies by Astro. Yep. Or didn't get the fine print that European horn grandparents are not dead. Them are not tall tale. Yeah, y'all good. Right there when we show up, Pi, we whoop the shit out of that evil viewer. Yeah, dude, so y'all good. Those are pretty much close to space pirate status. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, it was 4 fucking hours. All the goetic demons right now are actually space pirates. Yeah, that's true. And that's factual. That's factual. 228, 2 fucking faggots actually thought Pi was funny. Ebenezer shouted, if you not stop, Pi's white relative will fly out. Yep. He is an older, god of science type real. And woman, you'll find out, Ebenezer only lasted 4 days to about 4 months real. Yep. It dies, it's a weaker type of war god from Persia. Really a real Pi. You said, have you seen the fucking face? Didn't read that Pi is the real 4-sided star. That matches 5-sided star. The only one Pi cannot defeat is had it is 8 trillion times faster. But you know what the fuck hit you? 2 fucking assholes. Fucking trying to jam the signal. We are actually still there in Florida. Oregon, the safety, UFO, Elixir's there. Yep, the Elixir key, electricity's there. Landing and leaving the United States past the ozone safe. Yeah, y'all good. Did you have a fucking clue your dirty Persian gods are right there in Greece fucking and eating a fucking women and enjoying life and flicking you off? And then them left to their UFO and left because Persia's polluted. That's true. The electricity key for the UFO technologies. 2 fucking a-holes now knew it. Had them been in Greece, they would have caught their stupid, slutty-ass mom from Persia. Real. If I said, the dumb fucking shit. Fucking webbed right there in the Middle East. Oh, yeah, what kind of fucking Allah? That's true. I told you, I got Pi. If I pay some to, you should want to Pi. Lulu find the one of y'all. Yeah, it's a stupid white male. Dies near Menominee. Perfect. Yeah, and then don't worry, Pi, it's factual. The dumbass thought this is fictitious stuff. 48 hours, Pi, you delete their fucking human offsprings ASAP. And Pi, the fight scene with you in Persia went real. 20 hours you deleting the stupid bitch went to 8 months, Pi, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, stupid as 10 foil, yeah, y'all good. And female Pi didn't fear you, y'all good. And it says, Pi, it is so stupid it didn't see, Pi, you have king vaporizations. Works even on Bale. Yeah, y'all about 16 to 30 times Bale's dead. Yeah, real. That Pi 1 hits most horns. Yeah, that's true. It's about 39. Yeah, 39, 40-ish. Yeah, it's around there. The crappiest thing, Pi, is that the garbage that kept fucking with you went missing after the grandpa arrived and grandpa reported him. One of those type of thieves. Pi, yeah, 100% do that, yes. And we will be removing those Finlands and whatnot. Yeah, y'all you is not of that bloodline. Yeah, you simply do not behave that way, and we leave you alone. We kick your butt. I was right there. Yes, we assault you. Yeah, yes, we rob you. Yeah, it was 15 8 hours by 2 mages. One gave you something. He's still alive. The other thing that claimed to be ancient from that bloodline, horn grandparents came right back down and then assaulted him right there in the Ukraine and also in Russia. And also, the show is grandparents, you and grandpas are deleting white male magicians, and females. Real. You didn't even see those are the real parents or the owners of the cell technology and DNA. In 20 hours, Pi, you see what happened? 4 fucking viewers came right back down, didn't say nothing. And then 9 are deleted, Pi. Yep. Bison, did you see the fucking little bitch that thought her was dead free? 48 hours and we mutated her. Yeah, supposed to. And woman, there is no way you can escape high science right up. It's throughout the planet right now. It's glowing green. Yeah, that's true. That's the same ray technology that nailed the goetic demons. Real. It is. It melts. Yeah, it melts. Yep, real. And 3D space Bison, you see the fucking nut? The thought Bob was funny? 14 minutes later, that's the same UFO that even Pi or science or Africans would not smash because there's such a nuke in the saucer there. Once it goes off, all fucking mammal human god dies immediately. Real area. Two fucking faggots weeping right there in Russia laughed at you. And then the fucking little thing that thinks he's ancient, will see for me. Pi, yep, 100% do that. Yes, right on my vein, demon. Yes, do that, 100%. And then them think, Pi, yeah. And right there, Pi, right about 253, you and Grandpa busy, Pi, yeah, that's true. Deleting white females and males with magic and whatever the card, and then masked magicians were still gifted. And right there, Pi, 48 hours of them getting vaporized. The secret thieves are being robbed by Horn Grandpas, too. That's 100% legit. Fucking shit. Because Pi is my family. That's true. 20 hours. The only thing that we pretend to follow would be the Hound Goddess. If her appear, then there's a slight delay, but still gets pulled off by us. True. The fucking dumb shit is a reject hiding in Lao Pi. 48 hours of him thinking that he was so tough, Pi. There's like 20 billion souls missing in Southeast Asia. Yeah, that is the plan. Yeah, that is the plan. All those stupid magicians from China, 14 million, up to 30 million missing in China. Malaysia, 2 billion missing. Hey, plus Pi. Yep, never steal from Paisan because now parents know you. Theft from Pi's retina DNA. Nervous system, spinal. Yep, you guys. Yeah, you guys. 48 hours of alien horns with Pi flying in the skies, yet gutting people. Real in broad daylight. That is to reassure you that not all of Europe are wild about you, Pi's right. Parents are still there, fucking clone. Right there, Pi. 48 hours of me and you appearing on YouTube normal again. And before you read me all that fucking bullshit from that previous generations of whites, let me tell you something. Yep, you isn't them, Pi's right there. Right after the fight scene, Pi, you pull out the holy white swords. The sword that me give you, and then two other types, Pi. I saw one of the ghoul lies, and then it flees. It says, yeah, it's legit. And then Pi is the last one using the pink ray, yep, from the Netherlands. Them are the only white nations that wedded I was and was tossed right there in the moon. Yep, the mother, one of the grandmas, yeah, that's true. Hey, Pi, you pass. Don't tell the fucking nut that there is like two fucking gods that we not fear anymore. Because Pi defeated I was, yep, 100%. Five-sided star wasn't anything new, yep. It wasn't tough when Pi's people fought Middle Eastern because that fucker is tough. Yeah, that fucker's tough. And Pi the data shows, yeah, he gutted your Scar type, yep, Asian sun, God type. He did 2 to 3 million, yep. And right there, when they maxed out Pi, he did 7 per second, yeah, a second. And right there, Pi, we simply shipped in, well, 6 trillion more. Boom. Him dies, yeah, him dies, right now. 4 fucking faggots didn't see the alloy technology. A Pi matched with for 4 months straight. Yeah, 4 months straight. Hyper collision. Yep, capable of striking it. Real. The fucking shit thought he was smarter than you, Pi. 2 fucking wild ones laughed and left immediately and told the fucking ballistic nothing. Of course, the European grandpa, horn grandpas are coming down. And right there, Pi. A lot of them coming down, and hopefully, yep, look, works out, Pi. The sheep demons, yeah, the sheep, if they're there, Pi. We are ram, Pi, yeah, we are ram, Pi, yeah, bigger horns, bigger head. And right there, 2 hours of the sheep evading you, Pi, yeah, them are definitely gonna get sued by Grandpa, yeah, y'all could fill Pi in. And it was them and 2 other types of horns that are still on Earth roaming. And later on, Pi, when you reestablish with the gnomes, let me know, Pi, and the dwarves. Those are lucky, yeah, those are lucky European demons. And Paisan. After Paisan, if they get to your side of heaven, first of all, Pi, dwarf is not gonna lie to you. Elves might lie. What them or where them hiding? Right there in Indonesia. Yeah, that's true. Them left with the chink only to get sued by Pi, and right afterwards, Pi, when you talk to the dwarves and the gnomes, them are fair, Pi. Yep. Them will tell you the truth. Yeah, y'all good. The elves. Their language is still in the video game. Yeah, that's really how the English elves, yep, spoke. Yeah, that was one of their real tongues. And the dumbass didn't believe you, Pi. Committed suicide 8 days later, and then he noticed why that flying castle was in China. And right there, Pi, 2 hours of him weeping on the internet. And right afterwards, Pi, the gnome is you, Pi. You lucky. You took those. And then two little goofy, two little goofy Spain spirits appear. And you kept those ones. Yeah, that's probably true. Why would Pi throw those away? Those are good working DNA. And then 229 Pi. A lot of weird gnomes in now again. Yeah, normal, that's fine. And then Pi Yusu. The only things Pi will not take are viewers. Yep. The head of the lion ties. Yep, Paul got you. Yeah, Paul got you. And then later on, it was those. And then horns. When they show up, Pi, Grandpa came back down again and then pointed out, Pi, what the fuck? Left was Chinese to where Indonesian side of the heaven. That's a different King Cobra. Yeah, that's true. And then Nuyin Tua Pi on. And this how they got funny, Nutokamat Tua. And then it was 9 years fight with one of their stupid angel types fight. And yeah, it dies, yeah. Pi knows you're weakling. And Pai said, he says, why you take 9 years? Because Pi theft his DNA and his sorcery and his metal. Pi matched all his black magic stance. And then Pi knew immediately where to print and smith all of it. Astro. The fucking garbage and see. Those kill slowly because you can perform like them. Simple, well, better encryption. Yep, you perform better. Right there, Pi. I told him to go. Yeah, he's hiding. He's hiding in Malaysia. And right after the fight scene, Pi, when you deleted those, you simply wrote, yeah, you have no more human god or goddess. Grandma's been dead for 17,000 years, woman. Yeah, y'all good. You was an embarrassment to your Asian nations. Yeah, that's true. I told you that your civilization fell so long ago. It was like 17,000, 16,000 years ago to 2026 years in real. You was not real, woman. Yeah, that's correct. And Pai, you said, right afterwards, Indonesia informed you that the Taiwanese are from their bloodlines. And then Pai said, sure. Right there, Pi is trying to catch that Thai fucking in King Cobra too. That fucker has threats from Grandma Hawk, yep. Who are the original Cobra royalties, yeah, that's true, yep. Right there, Pi deleted them. And then they point to their only grandmother, who is Cambodian, because it appears on our computer and our elixir that them have that from something 600 to 700,000 years old, and then those are somehow them. And then Pi wrote, that's not legit, because what them are using is a prototype metal alloy that protects the intestine from the belly button to the spinal cord. And those are not natural gods. Those are science types. Them are inferior as true. That's why, Pi, 2 hours of you laughing your fucking head off in his tall tale. Pi wrote, you was not us. If you was us, why you can't fly in blue sky like Pi had? Pi did it with barely any technology. So right there, Pi beam, and then Pi knew it. You was a false. Yeah, that's true. King Cobra's like, Pi, they lied to you. Yeah, they lied to you. Yeah. You know how many times, Pi? When you verse one of the New Zealand types, Pi, you knew. And then you need a printing of metal, Pi. Yeah, that's true. Right after the rendering scene, you survive. When you boot up into invincibility mode, all young gods, Cobra can do this. They go in, but you abstract and waste so many alloy. It heals your arms all the way to every cell nucleus. Pi, you did it one time to prove that you're a god. Right there. Pi, them cannot defeat you. Your grandpa was invincible. Him booted one time like that on Earth for 4 years straight. Egypt and all the gods, yet cut him open every day. Didn't die. I didn't die. Real. That's why Pi knew it. You is a god of science. You have no invincibility to DNA. You is a fucking alien gray ass true. Pi laughed Pi's fucking head off. You fucking fake human gods. 229 Pi. When you got the fucking fake, him didn't see that in the Milky Way your DNA and sticks perform that way in metal alloy. You heal and then you not die, Pi, but you only did it one time. You did it, you theft from Saudi, yeah, Pi, theft from Saudi and New Zealand, Egypt. And right there, you pass, Pi, yeah, you pass, Pi. Them are not supposed to be in the Asian space country there. Them are pirate, yep, that's true. Hey, Pi, successful, but 9 days of you microchipping your left eye app, 100% as you do, yep. Young guys can do that, but you need microchip technology. Microchip left eye and microchip spinal cord. Do not microchip intestine. Do not microchip brain tissue. You good? Yeah, you good. Yeah, you didn't die. The dumb ass committed suicide. 48 seconds later, the fucking little fake white gods fled in terror. And Pai Sao to you is a fake. You have no invincibility mode. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Grandpa did that, and Grandpa theft the tail from a Cobra humanoid type, hybrid type, and then he was invincible. Yep, if you did it right, you should be invincible for more than 4 years. Yep. The best was about 9 to 13 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even with Pi's cellular DNA, Pi did invincibility. Pi was in the space station fighting level 3s and 4s whenever. Hell yeah, real. Pi theft all the way to that level 1 war god. Pi gutted him. Pi took out his intestine. And then, it's same as dipping his fucking intestine in that Aztec demonic black fluid elixir. Pi, you did it. You thefted, matched the speed requirement. You took off, and Paisa, right there when you installed it in your throat, you have fits. You manifested into your cell nucleus. He has real new decks, but be careful, Pi. 48 hours. I saw you murdered off the stupid Saudis. Pi has 700 trillion dead per second for 5 days. Yeah, 5 days straight. Real, yep. And then Pi made fun of them. What? Level 4s and 3s. Crescent moon speed, nothing new. Yeah, Pi's faster, yeah, faster. Hey, Pi. Look, dog goes in. Green Hills Ice Speed. You beat him already in the 2 fucking hours of the Saudi pointing to Egypt. And Pi said, fuck them too. Them not on me. Yeah, that's true. Means forget them, yeah, forget them. Them RNA not working. Them have no authority over me, that's true. Right afterwards, Pi, no authority or will on Pi, yeah, that's true. And Pi, 20 hours of you fucking around on the space station, Pi. I saw 2 Egyptians on you. You deleted one, and then the other one took off. And right there, you saw was his private space pirate country that you invaded. Yeah, that's true. Because they're in the space country that once belonged to an Asian god. Pi flew in there, Pi won, and right there, Pi. It took you 9 months, Pi, preparation. Yeah, you survived. But later on, Pi, data shows real gods like you have 100% safe. Don't let a fake god go in there. Them are not invincibility cell mode, Pi. Yeah. That's true, that's true. Hey, Pi, you did that show for 9 months, Pi. Yeah, 100% we do. Yes, we did that. Yeah. Yes, we did that. That's true. Yeah, well, what good? Good. Talk in names about y'all. You knew how to go there. Nepal, Okoreo, Kongo, yeah, like what to Florida, yeah, Florida. You knew the show chain on all, yeah, so do say, what to talk is or the boat at the theater, knew what thing your pilot, that's there here. Parliament Logan, Yali Yam, boy, got yellow, mongrel, and a potter here, and a journey cool aid doors. About the cool aid that you put in yet to follow that for Tyler York, yeah, by the league here too. Got the more day, I could top him at was there, I could top him at was there here. Yeah, bên nhà má đổ tổ địa here. Means I bây giờ nhiều. Cho bắt thời nhiều qua phải là phải một tuần sẽ theo địa here. And right there by the right there. 48 seconds later, them took off, and then him didn't get it. He is murdered by you and Grandpa. Yeah, 100% do that. And her didn't get it until 48 hours. Nip among taught all the hair eat to among more. Yep, to the enjoy lore and lore and lore. But all low here. Thọ dọc嘅，又同呢個藥工你上到落啲here to Florida don't know yeah can't talk to here like to more employ but Cali they murdered another Asian magician right there in Cali. Real yeah. Another horn is coming down for that piece of shit right there in Fresno, Orange County. Right there, Bakersfield, near there, yeah, near there. Yep, that Asian female is Laotian. Yep, her is murdered by a horn. Them theft something from your genetic code by Grandpa on it, and 20 hours later, by the fucking Lore and Thor female surnames that were murdered in Florida. Yep, her was dwelling right there in Wisconsin and also Minnesota. Yep, right when the events take off. Look at that. Murdered in broad daylight by Vanguard. Yep, Horn Grandpa. Yep, figurehead demons. And right there by Ancestry. Yeah, right there. The Grandpa said, no, you do not steal this from Vanguard. Nope, you guys, yeah, you guys. You was a lowly educated human mammal. We not want you up there. And right there, by 48 hours, 2 police officers thought Power Sunny. They were murdered in 3,000 Payat missing right there in Florida. Yeah, the mong thọ mong lâu ấu này là một tổ tập bay phá tôi dọc cái. Giờ ra như vậy tưởng đang đi cái là một cái tổ kia không thể tên bua kia sợ được sai nè. Thì cái này tự tin này nó có đa phải là hay dọc cái. Có một số tên là rồi cái đồ đa chọn một tổ rồi một sang. Chứ một quật đấy, y'all bought that pie there, yeah, they all good. 48 hours pie. Tu mong guy đấy. Nè hùa nè blot lia he nè nhala he. Nè thay nè mất bọn nó rong. Pie là mất tổ bà chơi gì à, pie là mong bèo nè, pie là đứa chia nè hào giá kia nè mất hai tiêm mà pie là y'all cho nè cousin nè mà lây y'all cứ Indonesia là y'all hai giá he y'all bị he tụi bé. Cái mi cha pan chú con nhà, yeah, pan một tua. And 58 minutes into the fight scene, pie. 2 hours of the Pamam blonde, and he went to Tona on a low make big. Oh, Jamon, your pie, so you bet to there, and the door to a pie, and it's new to side there. Check your meal, so what on is about bowl the sea. One jack, your car, your hotel. Go more solo, no more, you don't hear toilet. Yeah, going to young, yeah, going to hang, but that by soon. Ở bà chỉ cho bé này coi phơi đá lò kia phải thay thế này rồi là mua nên trong một đầy lồng từ tua này nếu mong lâu hay mong thòn từ tua here ít tầm lò lia và ra cũng được có bị lò thế là mất tua cái nên rồi chứ mà này cái cá mà lấy cho nó khó nồng mà lấy tua gì mà lấy tua gì right there Malaysia lost 4 million souls yep and right there your judgment you won pie yep you don't see why there's $100 billion fucking city in Malaysia why them abandon it because of pie real yep Foreign grandpa coming right back down to murder you. Real factual. Right there, pie. You thought pie was funny. 40 billion missing in Malaysia. Real. Yep. 100% done. Yeah, done. Yep. You're going to find out that's factual. Yeah, factual. 4 hours of them dying. The little fucking miner committed suicide in a minute. And that's a technology not from his origins. Yeah, that's true. And female. We didn't even want to coexist with you. Yeah, they'll gut you right there in Wisconsin, Minnesota, real. As soon as you've been found missing, more and more stupid white people know none of Pie's Nation. Pie feel better. Yeah, that's true. That's as fun as things get, Pie. 2,400. Yep, you under the radar again. The garbage was deleted by 2 faggots right there in Florida, murdered by horn demons, and them are the most stupid. Yeah. Lúc chạy nhung nó này chỉ say mong thò ha lâu này on này ấu the giờ nhung cái là mất tua kia cái này qua đây cho cái gì khẩu công để xin buồn rồi là thế giờ nó mong thò ra nè nếu mình pan phong phai phong đó phát lệ lối tụi đã nhiều lúc tao hầu đồn được phong đó đã là đi hè phong đó để phát lệ mà đó tận cái anh chưa một phun đó nhỏ bị organ nhớ phải cho mọi người see this is there here phải mà lo cái nhà chỉ nhà thì nên có đồ phải là một thô gì hết có chỉ ở bên hải này bên tôi chỉ ở khai mình với một tua gì à thằng một tua gì and the 258 I told that nè phải dùng cái kilo luôn nữa more là tua a little bit working yep 100% do that yes and right there they thought they were smarter than you pie another horn grandparent figurehead came out of the saucer in Oregon state murdered a bunch of stupid whites and Asians yeah I do that yes. And then he shouted, because you theft from God Va. That book is not Ponda Fale, yeah, it's not for them. That is only for Paisan right there. Him took it. And the 58, yeah, he's in Oregon. Yeah, looting back the Necromonicon, yeah, Rio. That book is real, yeah, he's taking that back. And right there, it was Pie's duty to go get it, but Pie is occupied somewhere in the Middle East. Because Pie's fighting a stupid fucking white male magician. Took you 4 months to defeat him, Pie asked me then. And he says, oh, we were so holy right afterwards, your ass is reported to all white European gods and goddess as a clone from the pirated goetic demons. I'm right there, Pie. 4 fucking hours, yep. When the knights are up, them are all murdered. Yeah, them are all murdered, yep, that's true. Right there, we're waiting for that big murder scene. Why is this ball? 2083, Pie. You thought that was science fiction. You didn't see in Finland. Pie deleted all of Finland within 18 minutes. Pie did Ukraine, and then Pie went to do Middle East. Oh, yeah, real. Pie pulled out 2 green swords. Yep, same person, same boy. You watching right now. Real, yeah, same man. Pie is the 4-sided star. Yep, Pie's been gone from planet Earth for 100+ years. Pie came back near 2,700. Pie, yep, Pie ended 3 civilizations Pie hated. Real, yep, Pie disliked you so much, Pie did that. And then Pie shouted, if Ebenezer and I was there, yeah, Va murdered I was. Real, yeah, real. And then 2 hours of that fucking garbage talking shit to you, Pie, took off. We deleted it right there, much. Pie, yeah, 100% do that, yes. We don't need you, female. He was not the new and unbelievable good. Yep. We have video records on Pi Astro. Yep. And we have no idea why it thinks it's smarter Pi. 2 hours of Grandpa coming back down to Earth. Simply uploaded it. Yep. The sons that were over Pi. Yeah, 100% do that, yes. You think that Pi was your friend, dude? You gone for sure. Yep. The whole, by 20 days of you cutting open Russians Pi. He thought he was so safe. Russia and China was ended mysteriously by God. Yep. They didn't see same person yet equipped with 2 green swords. All their god deities and spirits and demons real. Yeah, real. Yep, gone within 5 months by Alka. Yep. There's no escape. He has no escape. I told him you didn't see Pi's the professional, yep, war god that defeated Egypt. Yeah, that's true. You didn't get it, Pi, until 4 hours later. Boom, his grandpa said, how about now? Read him in his ancient language, his rights and privileges, and then right there, him knew it. Him was done, accurate. Garbage, didn't see that. It was 12 minutes later. I told the Thai, yeah, he's been dead, yeah, he's been done. Hey, Pi, you see that? 40 seconds later, the garbage committed suicide right there in Burma. Also notified Pi that there's a stupid extraterrestrial who think Pi was funny. 4 hours later, missing right there in Malay. Help do that, Yalka. You is not mightier than the horned grandparents, Yalka. Right there, Pi, when we come down, Yalka, he says, and Pi wrote, bullshit, yeah, bullshit. Pi check, it looks like 53 and 58. 58's been dead, Pi, yeah, 58's been dead. They went with the Saudi horse Pegasus thing, and yep, something murdered them in the Indonesian docks. Yeah, that's true. The space station, the airport, right there, Pi. 14 minutes later, we are realizing that, yeah, who becomes pirate. That's true. Because right afterwards, Pi, there's 4 white gods playing on the internet for peace. Pi, well, fuck you all. Yep. 4 of you, yep, all dies now. Yep. No more love. Yeah, no more love. Right there, Pi. No complaints from me, Pi. Yeah, that's true. Darling, those are there. Yeah. There's no need to continue society, woman. Yeah, Pi ended you. You didn't get it, female. Pi is the legendary four-sided star. Yeah, black circle vibe. Real. And Pi used it. 20 hours of Donovan weeping, and then him committed suicide. Yeah, I do that. He says, technically, what is your woman's womb? It is a clone. It is a humanoid. It has no invincibility. War god mode. That's true. That's why Pi told you. You're so iffy, Pi. Check your DNA. You have no invincibility cell mode. Yeah, that's true. And then Pi knew it. Yep, your mom is a clone from a humanoid alien gray woman. That's true. Pi said it was 20 minutes. The fucking fat bitch committed suicide right there in Florida and told the mom, yeah, them extinct. Yeah, them extinct. You didn't see the amount of lights coming down, Pi? 48 exhausters coming down in Florida. Hey, plus Pi, yep. 100% green light, do that, yes, yep. Lâu chơi gì, lúc chạy lòng, nhà tôi giống tới tập Florida. Tôi một cái tua ra nên bị. Có just I cái này tôi rất rất công nhau tới khi mình nè,我哋呢就真夠去到 Australia 真夠到 fuck it 呀，真夠到是。所以我哋呢要年夢些，就是做總是要個怕我多不這又不妥協。and then giờ đã tôi cũng là lời muốn人做了的多不这些不妥协是，那后面的不老还中路这样的多不这样，那比了多反正冇那冇那百姓破坏了，现在多不说怕了么多不这样多不这妥协还是，还是，依家你多呢那个看到你呢，那么多的当然落地太得了多你就清水是也，多到一就跑到也80,000 gone real yeah wrong real yeah real yep. Near there, Pi kept doing it because Pi hates your DNA. Real, yep, that's true. You didn't get it, Pi's real war god. That's true. Hey, faggot, you didn't even see Pi's metal. Yep. Metal, serpent demon. Yep, Pi equipped it, and now you understand why Pi deleted you. Pi, that level's 40ish, 30ish, and right there, Pi what? I put to China. Yep, Pi murdered her. Yep, yes, you dies, woman. Yes, you dies, woman. I know Pi did that, yeah. Đâu chỉ nào thì Pi said, yeah. Pi tự nhiên tụi na mình make one na. And then 4 hours later, Pi, the white woman passed away up there, fair, Pi. Yep, you murdered their daughters and sons. Reals, yes, we did that. He says, if I was you, female, I would flee and pray if I forget about me, that's true. It was 3 nights of people weeping in China. Yep, still murders on schedule. Hey, bye. Best fight scene with the secret thieves. We murdered them in broad daylight right there in the Ukraine Payat, near Norway. Them was shut down by European grandpa who shouted, "We didn't need you. You was a mutation from these mages." And then these mages were created from alien grade technology. And those type of spirits right there, those are no good. You're stuck at a few million miles per hour. No good, yeah, no good. Real kings are in the trillion, dear. Yep, miles per hour. The fucking garbage was murdered right there in Malaysia, Payat. In broad daylight, his whole fucking family were known as frauds. And the 4 secret chief members are deleted, and then right there you get the log on them, Pi. And later on, Pi deleted their ghoul spirits as we did that. You think Pi's afraid of you, woman? You was so stupid. 12 immortals already committed suicide in China. Them can commit suicide more. Yeah, good. Hey, Pi. Có hai liên tới nó chế bê giờ sư công giờ tụ giờ đàn đó nó chỉ đâu nó hay tiền giờ bao lâu đã tua chế bê yếu bài tiền chỉ tao có cho tụ đa cao số hè có cho khủng lâu có Philippines hè là tụ một cho original bỏ đại them damaged all the original monsters. Them are literally borrowing from the Filipino gods and goddesses who are white made, yeah, who are actually the porks in Yellow Akrit. Them are not original yellow gods, that's true. And female, you is the most disgusting. Yeah, you Pi, you won, Pi. Her committed suicide right there in China when the dragon came out and shouted, "You wanna die?" Y'all good. Right there, the phoenix appears too. Yeah, y'all good. When the phoenix appears, Pi, you win, and then she tells her children, Pi is the real 4-headed King Cobra. The other stuff are not anything nice. And then right there, Pi, the Vipers are not going up there. No, the Vipers will be murdered by Pi. That's true. The only ones kept are in Indonesia. And even then, Pi lied to the Thai and Indonesian gods. Pi has every right to invade them. That's true. Because that is technically not their origins. And then you didn't get it, female. Because Pi's a war god. Level 1, yeah, that's true. I made fun of you when you didn't get it, how creepy things are, women. Go look at your Malaysian wheel god. I murdered all his sons. Yep, trillion per second, that's true. You fucking little bitch wasn't anything new. And right there, Pi, 8 hours of her dying near Malaysia. Her committed suicide, and her said, Pi, we that from you, we dies. Yep, yes, you dies all down. Yeah, that's true. I told mong Thái nửa đại tua đó, dạ, nửa bao lon lùi thì có nè, có gì nè, trâu tua dưới phải有tụi thế hết cũng thấy có những chuyện phải lưu UFO nè, dọc cái lưu sầu nè, thế lưu cái luận đó lên sự tua những cũng nè, dọc cái tụi nó mà lấy tua ta lên, the Pama that Pi murdered a bunch of Hermes, yeah, Cobra types, those were nothing anymore, yeah, and right there, Pi. When they talk to you, you didn't like them. Yeah, Pi simply swing. Yeah, that's true. Yes, we did that. Pi did that to the Chinese too. Yeah, it's factual. It's factual. Pi didn't give a fuck what you or Malaysia said. Yeah, real. Yeah. You didn't get $100 billion city gone because Paisan hates you. Pi is the red 6-sided star who is the real 4-sided star. Real. You didn't get it. Yeah, you didn't get it. 4 hours, Pi? 50 of your people murdered right there in Russia. Yep. You and that stupid white gal will be murdered by me. Real. Green Light do that, yes. You think we fear Bale? Bale is tall tale. When the peerless bot is printed, Pi, be sure to have it out because that fucking Bale thing needs to get melted. On Chinese dragons, 3 hours it melted all the way. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. You want to die like that? I'll show you what's up. Yep. I did that to your fucking alien demons and god deities. Real. Your fucking Bale takes only about 4 days to melt. Real. You think you're so tough? You're the most stupid, intelligent nothing on earth. Right there, Pi. 4 hours of we deleting Vietnamese to the real. Yeah, you're gonna get deleted manually. Right now, Pi, 5 hours of her think her holy Indonesian why him take off because his fucking DNA gets melted. Them die within 4 months. There, yeah, real. Them are so pathetic. Yeah, them are so pathetic. Hey, Pi, look at the fucking Bambi. Taking off right now. He didn't get it that Pi murdered off his stupid surname, and yep, Pi smashed the white schools and churches. Real, yep, Pi caved it. in hospitals just to show you Pi hated your nation. Real, yeah, I'm watching it. 20 days later, Pi, the fucking baby shuts up in Finland and notified the police that Pi is real. We all dies real. Yeah, he still dies. Yeah, he still dies real. Pi still appear in the skies to gut you. After you're back on Earth, Pi, it was less than 8 seconds you appear anywhere on planet Earth. Look at her face, Pi. 14 minutes, Pi's in her city, cutting her open real. You didn't get it, female? Pi knows about your stupid families right there in Middle East and the stupid fucking bullshit Victor in Nevada. Pi will delete him. Pi will delete him. Once that fucker is deleted from Saucer, Pi. Look at the new space pirate that thought him was smarter than Pi. Pi deleted him in Nevada, and then 2 more characters in London, Real. Yep, all deleted by Pi's and Real. European horn grandpa, extraterrestrial progenitor type says, no, we not want you, Pi's right there. You is of this goetic demon's origin. You is pure evil. Yes, Pi's right. Yeah, you dies. Yeah, you dies. 48 minutes later, her fucking ass was so bright, Pi, look at that. I lit her up right there in the Middle East. Yep, green light, do that. Yes, 100%. Look, yeah. Now you know. You wasn't anything new, fucking faggot. Y'all good. Pi's right. Yeah, y'all good. Holy shit. You know those stowaways? Pi, no, Pi's like this, Pi. You murdered about 76 to 78 families of stowaway pirates. Those Saudi demons are going to get put right in jail. Yeah, Pi murder them. If them are murdered, yeah. Pi did that to Buer too. That's true, that's true. Pi did that to Buer, Bellum, Bellith, yeah. Real, yeah, real. They've been caught breeding with yellow people. Yellow nations gods did not agree that those animal demons are to be bred with any human type gods. And Pi, you won by 20 minutes later. The garbage. Stacy's still alive. 4 hours. Pi, we melted him right there in Florida. Pi, have to do that, yes. It thinks we fear your gods. Your gods have been dead, woman. Y'all good. Pi is the last. Yep. When Pi awakens, you figure Pi match I was, and then Pi didn't love you. Pi used the pink ray technologies yet. And then Pi didn't tell you Pi stacked green and blue. Yeah, y'all good. Pi will not fear you. Right there, 229. I told you that get water. Yep, this nation's gonna be deleted in broad daylight. Pi has me did that. So you the stupid African plasma? Yes, you dies. Yes, you dies. She thought she was still alive, Pi. After you melted her, you laughed at the stinking experiments, and look at that. Pi went to Africa to murder your people in broad daylight. Real, yeah, real. Pi did that to one of the light-skinned Africans who thought he was so smart. Ooh, Pi wanted to. And then right there, Pi told you the truth because I'm God, woman. Yeah, I didn't need your stupid fucking white bitches. I didn't even like you black people right there. Pi deleted 20 of those types. All to toilet. Like the little hole up on the bottom here in the beam, blonde, yeah, both of them dies. And female, factual, yeah, factual. Hey, bye. And that's that. He says, Pi, if it's you that did my people, you have every right. Good. You dies, yeah, you dies, woman. And when we check if it's that bitch that came out in Brazil, yep, her dies too, yeah, her dies too. Real, yep. Pi not want you, real, yeah, real. 20 hours of the fucking Hebrew woman committed suicide right there in Pakistan. Yep, 100% do that, yes. Me a hateful God, me didn't want you, yeah, me didn't like you. Okay, go. Yali Pahai, yeah, Yali Pahai. She dies right there in Thailand, Pi. The Buddha's chopped up her head. And then Pi murdered off her miners. And right there, Pi destroyed some of the temples. And then Pi told you because Pi hates you. Yeah, Pi hates you. Itu dura. 2 idiots known Pi for fraud is them in Thailand. And then an idiot in Malaysia passed away. Still, you people are being murdered by me. Yaku. He says, Pi, if it's you, my civilization is extinct. That's 100% correct. Yep. I didn't tell you Pi murdered Finland and Ukraine that way within 20 minutes. I did Russia within 4 months, Pi Yaku. But the truth is, probably 4 or 6 days, yeah, Yaku. 8 days, yeah, Yaku. Don't know, yeah, 16 days, yeah, that's true. Why would Pi give a fuck about you? Yeah, Pi hates your fucking human civilization. Pi did that to show you. Pi didn't want you up there, that's real. All the gimmick on life was to see who reached evolution and has the correct luck and papers there to continue in outer space. That's true. And then Pi deleted you. That's 100% law. I told him that over that Pi. 2 people committed suicide in China. And then right there, they pointed to the surname that was fucking with you. Yep, good. You'll get murdered by Pi. Yep. I just don't tell you how many Chinese surnames Pi murdered. Yeah, real. Yep, went extinct. Factual. Yeah, factual. Right there, 2 of your Mongolian sex mistresses came, and then Pi murdered 2. Yeah, Pi murdered 2 in broad daylight. I told Cantonese was murdered right after his astro. When Pi did that, Pi wrote, "Where's that Spade clone from Taiwanese that he's supposed to show up right there?" 2 hours, I demon a viper that blah blah, and shouted, and he says, "It's me who loaded it." And then Pi said, "Then I want you dies, yeah, you dies, yeah, you dies." 20-hour fight with you, and then you melted him. Pi out. Right up there, Pi melted him in the black space. Real. I didn't need you alive, yeah, good. Hey, Pi. She told no on a mode tight in a killer. In a bean that she bought the daily to do a pie, a cheat yo ye, or pachi. To she dan tall here, it don't near a pie. Nu just sat and chain the local luna, hiding like a motor, but Jay's age and a macos. Pamoto, but Jay left and right there, Pi. When her passed away, it was so horrifying. Police wrote Pi did that to their government too. Yeah, yaku. I don't know what to fucking tell you, fucking Ram. You're gonna get gutted? Yeah, you get gutted, real. And right there, fuck you, Morax. Yeah, you guys too. Yeah, yaku. 2 hours of that type of horns, yep, getting murdered too. Yeah, real. And Pi said it was 2083. The graphic news on YouTube, secret chief members wept on the internet, told the norm that Pi hates us now. Yes, he all does. Yes, all thou real. That's correct. He says, "Bay didn't talk. They were tied to who not to say Pi Vana, but to real. Yeah, real." The 4-headed Cobra God nations up there still. Pi, you was pure evil. You right. And then 48 hours of you cutting open lamb, and a bunch of lamb are nothing but viewers, lion heads. Yeah, them dies. Yeah, them dies. Jenna, como se? ได้ตัวเลยเนี่ยนึกสิอภัยได้ตัวจ้าอ๋อเนี่ยได้in the block yeah no more Lao yeah in fact Pi when we unearthed write this down Pi 2058 you kept cutting them up to see if their immortal showed up. That Pi decided to wipe them out. Yeah, wipe them out, and in 4 years they're all extinct. Yeah, 100% of you guys we did that. Yeah, 多宝这个yeah 多宝这个跟那啥的我只不见那个Pi的不见那个那的呀 靠你口鼻蒙太个是我有个介绍了啦 OK 个个系你这版都到你妈都是团家嘅呀我只要苦累口鼻一阵你苦累那个不要吃妈都是不吃药呀跟不了是多不吃 and it's 400 Pi son 2800 the fucking little Burmese bitch has been deleted. And then right there in China, she wrote that Baya didn't do yeah, he still dies, yeah, he still dies. Bring it on, female, yeah. And then Pais, and he says, how come you didn't fear the vid immortal him is nothing yet? Pal got him, yeah, Pal got him and allow immortal real. It is their 6 experiments right there in China, yep, you saw those people that look dark tan in those movies and stuff, yeah. Those are from their experiments. Yeah, Pi deleted him too. Yeah, he was called back down to Lao. Pi fought him. He was a weakling. Took Pi only 4 days to defeat him. Real, yeah, real. You'll see how stupid you is, female. 5 hours of you didn't get it. That Pi's the higher grade tier level. Duh. The fucking cell performance is night and day, female. Yeah. Tinfoil, you is garbage. Pi deleted you right there in Malaysia. Real. You want to see how stupid Indonesia is? Them dies too, yeah, them dies too. You think Pi give a fuck about your supercharger? Pi whipped your fucking ass left and right. Yeah. He says, Pi, if it's you, then that means our King Cobra is nothing. That's right. And so you must die. I didn't want to coexist with you right there and then. Yeah, Pi kept clearing Pi's space, real. You need to stay out of my sight, real. That's what happened to all them fucking Asians that dared. Factual law, yeah, Norm, yeah, Yoku. He says, "More itu ning ha, lulu ni na, ne kwa kia tishi do command na como no to here, no to change ya per motor na to ka da ya to ka ta. Unda ya pa de ka ti shwa ka jim kan go ku to ka se ya, ku to tan to to mo de motor ha mo no no ko to ka to no get there here. We're there 5 hours that put up no no go. On it when they je. Eat the ning ma do, pamas there here round face, strike all the way ass show. Big shoulder, big waist, yep. Nobody has stupid chat. Chua Chang Golden J here and go da. Niệm Minh Pama là chụp bao tầm Niệm Golden J bao thơ là chụp bao trụ. Go to beat con na. giờ the butter or hog here cho nên cho khu này em má độ nó với một tua rẻ với một tua deer here. Those fuckers are murdered right there, pai. On national television, nu nước qua đây nào long là mất tất cả thôi chứ. Ý nước qua đây bị Florida, bị mấy bị niệm tua bận nữa nào, yeah, bận nữa tua cơ. Đó là sao thì phải rẻ, nó chỉ sao thì chơi,你今年就这年后呢，多包车是多包车的是天呀，甚至排到多包車是多包車的人啊。4 hours day，到那下就到我哋夢想。Yep, R.I.P. R.I.P. Real. Any like factual. Yeah, factual. Did you see that by 48 hours to do but talk here that it'll be done it. Mong ba yo ba mong min tu me darling this is real. And then 4 hours to tell me on them. 把我多包车呀，多个呀，把我来了说的噻。领导说呢，多人家领导呢，去大木好头嘞，都好排了去路边了的呀。已經有領導說嘛，有嘅，排了嘛落個人家之間，頭排些，有樣嘅咯呢。邊嘛是係你家去摸定到了，你就摸，哎呀，排了多個他媽是又落了，又落是又摸多不這是，你弄的弄來排。那後面排在你希望你冇帶多啲太天nữa，我包你真係排အောင်就俾我多些也要嘅，多大多家係要排係要。She just learned 20 minutes of her crying, and the garbage in Warsaw.排多個都弄些，你就懵Warsaw嘅。Finally, yeah, she's been murdered in Warsaw. Man is went to go get her. Yeah，多個多咧，都冇比個咧，跟住咧，又佢個老豆downtown一個多些，呀，老豆啦分別，冇得發嘅，個多嘅。He died right next to the wall. Yeah，多嘅。Right there，就冇多嘅啦，笨佢個，你個一定能笨住個 ，real。Yeah，real。20 days，place them。